Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about a very annoying situation and how to possibly correct it. Your beautiful car has acquired a boo-boo. Once the sting of the discovery is over, it's time to decide what can be done about it. It goes without saying that you always have the option to take it to a professional and have them correct it. Some of us would like to try to fix it ourselves first. First, we have to address the severity. Mainly, we are looking at the depth of the scratch. The easiest way to test this is with your fingernail. If you can feel it with your fingernail, the scratch is deeper and will require more work and potentially paint. More on that later. If you cannot feel the scratches, they are most likely in the clear coat. Today's finishes are started with a primer, then covered with a base coat. This is where your color lies. Then they are finished with a clear coat. This gives the vehicle its shine and protects against UV. The safest fix is the least invasive. Try to remove the scratch by hand with a clean microfiber cloth and a light polishing compound. After you wipe the residue off, if it looks like the scratch has disappeared, you can proceed to the next step. The surface can then be covered with your choice of a wax or a ceramic compound of your choice. Let's say the hand polishing is not removing the issues. This is where you will need to move to machine polishing. Machine polishing removes materials at a much greater rate. Be careful, especially around the edges. Possibly apply some masking tape on the sharp edges to prevent burn through. Start with a foam pad first, again, using a polishing liquid. If you are not seeing the results you like, switch to a wool pad. A wool pad cuts much deeper. Once you see the results you are looking for, you can wipe off and switch back to the foam pad. Once you see the glossy surface, you are done with the buffer. Again, choose your desired wax or coating to be applied by hand with a clean microfiber towel. Bingo! Just like that, new. Possibly, if the scratch does not want to go away with the wool pad, you will need to do some actual sanding. This sanding is done with wet 2000 grit, wet or dry sandpaper. Lightly hand sand the scratch area until the scratches disappear. This is even more aggressive than the wool pad and a buffer. Be careful not to sand too deep. Once you are happy with the results, with the wet paper, you can jump to the process above, starting with the wool pad and then to the foam pad. The lesson here is always start with the least aggressive method that gets rid of the scratch. The order from most aggressive is wet sandpaper, wool pad and polishing compound, foam pad and polishing compound, hand polishing, wax or coating. The good news is this is very effective and not hard to do. It can be very rewarding also. Join us next time and we will look into some more repairs that are for more severe situations. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time.